Shalom, Koholo Yahweh, Bashim Yavashai, Bashim Rakakwadash, double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, the elder bishops of GMS, and all the elders that came before them that taught us his truth. And shalom and salutation to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. All right, this is just a quick heads up, right? That nothing but deception, nothing but distraction, nothing but confusion, right, is out there right now, and it's getting stronger by the hour. All right. Now, how do we get the hell out of here? Through nuclear war. Let's get that real quick. Okay, let's get Revelation 11. All right. Real easy to see how we get out. Okay, out of the hot LZ. Here's the fire. Here's the destruction. Right? How close are we to this fire and destruction? We know that the sea hip's got to come right before this, right? But how close are we? All right, so don't be distracted. All right, uh, April 1st or first week of April was the Fed now pilot, and then it starts. Supposedly, it starts in July, which I believe that they already started it because they had that emergency meeting and they got to speed things up, knowing that they have but a short time. So anyway, this is Revelation 11 and 13. In the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven. All right, so that's the destruction. That's the missiles right there. All right, and the same hour as what? The same hour as the extraction. This is what we're looking forward to. How long before this? You got to read the tea leaves, if you will. Read the prophecies, read the time, measure the time diligently in itself. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. All right, what's your enemy doing right now? Keep your eye on your enemy. What is he doing? Well, he's distracting. Okay, Matthew 24. We'll just go right here to the point. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. There's the distraction right there. All right, this devil, that's the devil. Take heed that no man devil. What man? The devil. What's his job? To deceive you, to deceive the nations, right? That's why he got that short season, that he may go out and deceive the nations. That's him. Take heed that no man, what man? The devil. Okay? What does the word Satan mean? Adversary. Your adversary. What does the word devil mean? Deceiver. What is he doing right now? He's deceiving you. How? For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, I am anointed, and shall deceive many. How? How is he going to deceive them? And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Okay? Now, why would they set these wars up, if you will? We know that that's the Most High drawing them. Okay? But they know. This devil knows where the final battle will be, in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. So what is he doing? Okay? He's trying to stay up out of there, or he's trying to direct your attention elsewhere. And we're going to show that. He don't want you to know where the real battle is going on, or how to even see it. Okay? So he's got these proxy wars. He's got these wars. Whenever you go to the mainstream media and you see what they're pushing, that's not the real story. That's the distraction. So what's the biggest distraction right now? What's the biggest war they're out pushing right now? South China Sea, Taiwan and China, right? Not even Russia, Ukraine anymore. They've been pushing that for the last year. Now what are they doing? Everything except for X marks the spot. All right, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of war. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. Here it is. But the end is not yet. What is the end? What's the end? Here's the end. End is right here. And the same hour was there a great earthquake. That's the end. This is not the end. What's this? Salakia. Here we go with this. Wars and rumors of war. This is not the end. Okay? So let's see some wars and rumors of war. What am I looking for? Let's just go to, what is this? Okay. So I go to my history, right? And what do we see? We see China. City prepping. China ready to fight. Okay? That's not. This is wars and rumors of war. Okay? All of this, it's all China. This, World War III, now inevitable. Who's that? A massive Ukrainian spring offensive has reportedly retaken large. This is wars and rumors of war. This is not the Battle of Armageddon. This is not the end. Okay? Accusations of Ukraine. This is, okay. And of course, you got banking wars, you got civil wars, you got all sorts of wars, but this is not the end, is my point. Okay? Mass looting, you got everything except for the Valley of Yehoshaphat. Okay? Look for some more here. And this is just my history. All right? They got all sorts of diversions or deceptions, right? Taiwan claims China is getting ready to what? Wars and rumors of war. This ain't the end. China is not the end. Okay? Ukraine is not the end. All right? Look at this. 100 feared killed by airstrike in Myanmar. All right? What is this? This is yesterday too. Oh, well, there's a war, right, which is a skirmish in Myanmar, Burma. Okay? Myanmar is right over there by Thailand, the Philippines. Okay? Right over near Korea. What's going on in Korea right now? What did Korea do yesterday? All right? Look at this. China is pissed. Here, okay, now this is old, but this is the end. Okay? And when I looked at this is some bullshit, some preacher who's going completely off. Okay. See, red alert. This is yesterday, I believe. Yesterday, red alert. U.S. Special Forces. Where? This is the diversion. Don't be distracted. Okay? That's all a distraction. Look at this. Behind the trans activist army. Look at that army. All right, but the point is this. Where is all? They did it. Warfare within days. This is all China. The Chinese, okay? That's my point. That is not the end. The end is what? The end is Joel. The end is the Valley of Yehoshaphat. Let's get that. Okay, here's the end right here. What is going to cause this, the great earthquake? All right. The least of the flock drawn in mount. All right. The Valley of Yehoshaphat. Let's get that. This is the end. Joel 3 and 2. I also will gather all nations and will bring them down into the Valley of Jehoshaphat, Yehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people, for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted among. This is the end, not the wars and rumors of war. Okay? This is not the end, but the end is not yet. This is not the end. What is this? Wars and rumors of war. This is not the end. Okay? This is the end. Okay? I will gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. So what is that? That's the Middle East. Where is the coverage of the Middle East? They're hiding it. They're obscuring it. All right? How? Deception. Take heed that no man deceive you. They're keeping it out of the headlines. Well, let's take a look. Iran fires rockets into Syria. What do we get from the top? 4 days ago, Iran does what? It says rockets launched from Syria. That didn't say Syria launched rockets. It doesn't say that. It says rockets launched from Syria. Okay, well, who launched them? Let's read further. 3 days ago, Israeli forces on alert after Iran suspected behind holiday rocket attacks from, look at this, Lebanon, Syria, Gaza. Where's this at? This little CBN, this is a little Christian channel. This ain't mainstream media. It's not CBS News, it's CBN News. So they're trying to report on it, okay? But it's very few and far between. This is ABC News, okay? Israel, rockets launched from Syria. Who launched them? Iran. Iran done gathered up all their allies in the area, and Israel is surrounded, okay? 3 days ago, France 24 English. Tensions increase further after Syria militants, right? Was it Syria or is it Iran? Okay? Everybody's in Syria. And what did Israel do? Israeli jets strike Syria after rocket attack. Where is all of this in the news? This is 4 days ago. All you hear about right now is there's an embargo in the South China Sea. Taiwan is about to be attacked by China. China is threatening. Don't mess with China. The news right now is China, Taiwan. Okay, not what we're looking at right now. Nobody's tripping on this. Dozens of rockets fired into Israel from Lebanon. This happened less than a week ago. Okay, right before Big Easter or whatever. 7 days ago, 4 days ago, Iran fires rockets into Syria. World War III. This is the end. Okay? And this devil knows that the war in the Middle East, that's the end. This other stuff, I don't even know if that's real or not. They're fighting over Taiwan. America and China are fighting over Taiwan. That's pretty insignificant. NATO, the EU, and America are fighting against Russia over what? Over the Ukraine that belongs to Russia in the first place. Taiwan belongs to China in the first place. Now, the Holy Land belongs to who? The Most High. They're fighting over. That's something entirely different. That's the end. Okay? That's my point. 4 years ago, seven days ago, Israel hit by worst missile attacks from Lebanon since 2006 war. This is the end. Okay? What's going on in Israel right now? Don't be distracted. 6 days ago. 6 days ago. What's going on over there right now? West Bank shooting. Here's the real war. Okay. Watch Israel Army's drones destroy artillery posts in Syria. Okay. 4 days. 4 days. Rare you. Okay, now on top of all of that, right? They're over there fighting. What brings this completely out and makes it well known that this is the real war? You could send Navy flotillas, armadas over to the South China Sea all you want to. That is a distraction. Distraction from what? Distraction from this. U.S. sends sub with Tomahawks. 4 days ago, U.S. deploys guided missile submarines amid tensions with Iran. Tensions with Syria? What is U.S. deploying guided missile submarines to Iran if Syria, Lebanon, Iran are shooting missiles into to Israel? This is the real war in the Middle East. Okay? Don't be distracted by China. China's coming. China's coming. Yeah. And Walmart is still open. If China was coming, all Walmarts would be ready with them guillotines. Okay? 6 years. And see how they're hiding it? 4 days ago, I typed this in, U.S. sends sub with Tomahawks. We got one little tiny Euro news, right? Navy ain't saying nothing. Okay? 4 years ago, 6 years ago, 1 year, 11 years, 7 days. Here we go. CNN. Go inside. Nope. Nothing. 4 days. Crux. Here we go. Nuclear submarine deployed in the Middle East amid Iran tension. There we go. Here's the real story. Okay? Why is it the real story? Go back to Joel. The Most High is gathering all nations into the valley of Yehoshaphat. All nations, he's gathering the armies of the world into the valley of Yehoshaphat, not into the South China Sea, not into Eastern Europe. Okay, that is a diversion. It's a distraction. It's a deception. What is? Wars and rumors of war. See that ye be not troubled. Don't trip on that, because these things got to happen. Why? It's a diversion. But the end is not yet. That's not the end. China's not the end, right? This is just the beginning of sorrows. Okay? What is the end? This is the end right here. The Middle East. Okay? So, when nuclear submarines, right, are being sent into the Middle East, that's it. That's when this is the real. 5 months, 3 days. And what's going on in Turkey right now? Right? That's something different. 11 years. So you have to be able to weed through the bullshit. Okay? Oneida. Global News Wrap, U.S. sends nuclear-powered missile submarine to Middle East. This is the news. Okay, not China. China is not the news. So said the scriptures. All right? Now, let's get back here. All right? All of this stuff is going on. All right, so don't be distracted. This is real. Okay? The tension in the Middle East is the real story. All right? The other distraction, deception, right? Wars and rumors of war, right? Is not the end. Okay? We got to make it through Jacob's trouble. The C hip got to come out before we get to the destination, which is here. Slovakia. Let's get it right here. The destination is here. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither, and they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. Okay? This is the destination. What comes right before that? And the same hour was there a great earthquake. Okay? This is the end. Right? And right before the end is the extraction. This is the end. What is going to cause this? Right? This is going to cause that. I will gather the armies of the world. Where? Into the Middle East. All right? So China is not the boogeyman. All right? Yeah, they might, lob some cruise missiles or whatever. What's going on after a year in Europe, in Eastern Europe, with Russia and the Ukraine? What has gone on? Very little. Some mortars, some tanks, a bunch of people died. That's not the end. Basically, that's a skirmish, right? Could Vlad have wiped everybody out? Of course he could. Okay. And he will coming up. But where? Here. When this gets kicking real good, okay, that's when you're going to see the end. All right. So I just wanted to go into that because what time are we in? They're asking, let's go back to 3. Matthew 24 and 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives 2,000 years ago, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? When shall what things? And he's going to explain what things. What shall be the sign? Okay. The sign. Sign of what? Of thy come. When are you coming back? And of the end. This is not the end. Wars and rumors of war is not the end. What are the signs of the end? These are the signs of the beginning of sorrows, not the end. Here's the sign of the end. Okay? I will gather the armies of the world into the valley of Jehoshaphat. That's the sign of the end. Wars are going to go on. There's been a war going on in Eastern Europe between Russia and so-called Ukraine, which is NATO, the EU, and America. It's coming out through these leaked documents, right? But ain't no nukes popped off. Ain't no nukes popped off. Okay? Why? Because it's not the end. What are the signs of the end, right? Well, the end is not yet. You're going to hear wars and rumors of war. This is China. This is Ukraine. Don't trip on that. That's not the end. Okay. And then you're going to go through hell. This is just the beginning of hell, right? Word got to go out. We got to be persecuted, right? And then the end is going to come. All right? When you see the Most High gathering them armies in the valley of Jehoshaphat, that's the end. So keep your eye on this, not China. Okay? Keep your eye on this. All right? And it's hard to find. You got to go search it out. All right? So I just wanted to say that. All right? Hopefully the electorate edified. Brothers and sisters, with that, shalom.